Welcome back to another rebuild I have for you guys here today on Madden 20. Today it is going to be a fantasy style rebuild of the Tennessee Titans. But before I really begin this video, if you guys are new around here and end up enjoying this one, feel free to subscribe down below. I would love to have you guys back for my next upload. Also, if you end up enjoying the video, feel free to leave a like. I would definitely appreciate it. Two final plugs as always. If you guys would like to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord, links to those are down below. But now let's start talking about this team. Ryan Tannehill is the starting quarterback currently. And he's actually been playing very well this year. I'm pretty sure, they're like 4 or 5-1 or something like that ever since Ryan Tannehill has been the starter. Marcus Mariota isn't really all that good anymore, it seems. I don't know. He wasn't really playing too well with this team. Maybe it's like a weird scheme issue. I honestly don't even know what to say. I don't think Marcus Mariota was playing all that well this season. We'll probably try to trade him and just see what Ryan Tannehill can do. I don't know if I'm going to keep Ryan Tannehill for this full season. I may try to trade him as well, just to get some value. He's not bad this year really at all, but he's like 31 years old. He doesn't really have a future in Madden with this team, so I think it's worth it just to get rid of him at this point. It probably would be smart to start Mariota because he's still pretty young, and I've seen him win MVP several times, but I just don't want to. I kind of want to move on and get a new face at quarterback. Derrick Henry, though, the starting running back. Derrick Henry's a beast. He's an 87 overall, playing super well this season. Can I see his stats for this year right now? So, of course, these are his stats from last year, where he still had a good season. 1,059 yards, 12 touchdowns. But this year, he's having a better season already, pretty much. He has 1,140 yards and 11 touchdowns currently. He's going off. Derrick Henry's a very good running back, and I hope he can perform well for us in this rebuild. I remember in past Maddens, Derrick Henry wasn't that good in Madden. And I hope that changes here, because he's a pretty high overall. He's an 87. He's still fairly young. He's like, 25 years old maybe? Yeah, he is 25, and he has very good stats in the game. I don't really think that impacts simulation stats too much, like the individual stats of the player. I don't think they make too much of a difference. But he is still very young. Obviously, he's massive. He's a very big running back, and I just hope he can do well for us here. Deion Lewis is also here. I don't know if he's a player I keep on this team. I may just trade him. Like, he's not bad. He's a pretty good receiving back, I guess. He's a good change of pace back to Derrick Henry, but I think I can get value for him now. Corey Davis, Adam Humphries, and A.J. Brown, the wide receivers. A.J. Brown's going to be the 2 in the slot. This Titans scheme seems to be very glitchy with their slot wide receiver. I think that's perfect for A.J. Brown. He is a slot scheme fit, which is pretty cool, but he's a rookie out of Ole Miss. He's very good. He has a lot of potential, and I think him in the slot is just going to be a great combination. I feel like he's going to go up in overall so well. He may even end up being like a superstar development player or something like that at the end of this. Corey Davis should be a pretty good number 1 for at least this season. I'll probably try to keep him on the team as long as possible. Hopefully he develops, but if not, we may have to go out and get another number 1 receiver. I know that Adam Humphries is like randomly in best wide receiver list. I think it's just because of the whole slot situation with this team. You know how the slot receivers always just play super well. Adam Humphries isn't a bad receiver really, but he's just always in like the best wide receiver list. It's pretty funny. This offensive line is pretty talented. You know, you have Taylor Lewan, Roger Saffold, Ben Jones. I think this is Nate Davis. I want to say he's a rookie. He is a rookie out of Charlotte. Okay. And then Jack Conklin at right tackle. I think John Conklin is, I think I said junk. What did I just, what? I think Jack Conklin is a free agent this upcoming year, or at least very soon. He's a player I'd like to re-sign, though. He's a good right tackle. Yeah, so he only has 1 more year left on his deal. I definitely want to bring him back at some point. He is a good right tackle for us. And then tight end, there's Delaney Walker. Delaney Walker is a very good tight end. Oh, this is still loading. Okay. Anyway, Delaney Walker is a great tight end, but he's like, 34, 35 years old at this point? He's 35. Okay, so he's definitely going to retire soon. But I really like Delaney Walker. I don't really want to trade him. Jonnu Smith is also here. Jonnu Smith is not bad. I probably should trade Delaney Walker just to get value, but I don't really want to. I think I should start Jonnu Smith, though. He's far younger, and honestly could probably play just as well in simulation. Defensively, though, we have some pretty cool players on this side of the ball as well. I'm going to start out in the secondary, though. Kenny Vaccaro, starting at strong safety. I'll probably look to trade him. He's getting sort of old. Yeah, he's 28 years old. He's definitely a player I want to trade. Kevin Byard is a player I'm not going to trade at all. He's very, very talented at free safety. 91 overall. Superstar development. Amani Hooker is also here. Maybe I can have him slide to strong safety. What's his hit power all about? 76 hit power. He probably could make the transition. And I kind of want him starting just because he is a rookie. I think I will do that. And then Logan Ryan, Adoree Jackson, and Malcolm Butler at cornerback. I don't think I'll trade Logan Ryan. I mean, he's pretty good right now. He's an 86, 28 years old. He is on a contract year, though. That kind of makes me want to trade him. But I also think I can use him to play well this year. Maybe I just don't bring him back and I do just keep him. That might be kind of foolish, but I think I would rather just have his 86 overall self right now rather than trading him. But Adoree Jackson is going to be a cornerback on this team for a very long time. He's very good. Malcolm Butler I will try to get rid of and probably start one of these guys down here. LaShawn Sims, Tremaine Brock, I don't know. I probably won't trade for a corner. Harold Landry, Rashawn Evans, Jayon Brown, Cameron Wake at linebacker. The only one who might leave soon is Cameron Wake, but I kind of like Cameron Wake too. I might just let him retire. He's a pretty good pass rusher still. It's not like I'm going to really get much for him anyway since he's 37 years old. And then Jeffrey Simmons is a stud. He's a beast rookie out of Mississippi State. First rounder, I believe. Daquan Jones and Jarrell Casey, who is an 85. Is Jarrell Casey just not playing well? Like, what's going on? He should be in the 90s, I swear. Is Jarrell Casey, maybe he's just fallen off. I'm not sure. I don't watch many Titans games, but I remember him still being so good, even just a year ago. Let me know, Titans fans. Maybe he's just underrated in the game. I'm not sure. But that is the Tennessee Titans. We will start getting into some trades. Now, let me just say this again. This is not realistic in the slightest. I will be trading away a lot of these players, so hopefully we can make this team better. Marcus Mariota, Adam Humphries, and Kevin Pamphile are going to the Raiders for their first-round draft pick. It really wouldn't be one of my rebuilds without the Dolphins' first-round draft pick, so Dion Lewis, Malcolm Butler, and a fourth next year will get that done. I'm a pretty big fan of this trade. I'm giving the Cowboys Kenny Vaccaro and Roger Saffold for Zach Martin, who will probably, he'll probably stay at right guard, but then Nate Davis will slide to left guard. The offensive line is just a lot better now. This trade is Ben Jones and Daquan Jones for Jonathan Allen. I think Jonathan Allen will stay at an end, but Jarrell Casey, I'm going to kick inside to defensive tackle. His overall should go up as well, so I think that's pretty good. I'm giving the Eagles Wesley Woodyard, Bates, and Correa for their first rounder. This is going to be the team heading into the first season. On offense, we added Zach Martin. That's probably the most notable acquisition on the entire team. We did lose our starting center, but I think we can easily replace him in the draft. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Nothing else on offense really looks all that different. And then defensively, we added Jonathan Allen. Jarrell Casey slid inside. Amani Hooker is now starting at strong safety. This is the team. I think it's actually pretty solid. I feel like we may be able to make the playoffs this year, but I'll let you guys know, of course. Let's see what the record here is at week 9, though. We are 4-4. Okay, so very average. 6-1 for the Panthers. They're playing well. We are still on top of the AFC South, though. 4-4 for the Texans, 3-4 for the Colts, and 3-5 for the Jaguars at the bottom. But let's take a look at these experience points first. We have 1 for Ryan Tannehill and Davis. 1 for Corey Davis as well. I was actually looking at Nate Davis when I said that. And Tajay Sharp, A.J. Brown also got 1. Defensively, Jeffrey Simmons has a star. He has 2 experience points as well. A few other players with 1. Amani Hooker up there, I think, had 2. Derrick Henry is the top free agent, and that's definitely a player I want. Derrick Henry is very good. Also, I signed Shane Vereen in free agency just to get a backup. I want Derrick Henry back on the team. I want Jack Conklin back on the team. And I think that is it for now. Maybe Logan Ryan, we'll have to see. But for sure now I want Derrick Henry and Jack Conklin. We did not make the playoffs, but we did tie in week 17. 5-9-2, we tied twice. That was a very disappointing season. The Jaguars won the division 9-7, Colts 8-8. I thought the team was alright, but apparently not. Ryan Tannehill had a ton of passing yards. He also threw for a lot of interceptions and not that many touchdowns. We definitely need a new quarterback, and I think this team can then actually be really good. Derrick Henry averaging under 4 yards per carry. Maybe that's because of the offensive line. I did bring him back, so we're going to have to give him a couple more seasons to see what he's really all about there. A.J. Brown went off. 94 catches, 1,339 yards, 8 touchdowns. The slot position is so cheesy. Corey Davis was okay, only got 3 touchdowns though. Delaney Walker got 5. Derrick Henry gets 6. He actually received fairly well. Pass blocking wise, the offensive line wasn't awful, I guess. Jayon Brown had a ton of tackles and a lot of tackles for loss. Hopefully that's a development trade upgrade for him. 18 tackles for loss though for Jarrell Casey, 17 for Jeffrey Simmons. 6 sacks for Jonathan Allen leads the team. Pretty underwhelming in that department. 3 interceptions for Adoree Jackson, 2 for Amani Hooker and Kevin Byard, 1 for Rashawn Evans and Cameron Wake. That's pretty cool. He got an interception. We have 1 defensive touchdown for Reggie Gilbert, 1 safety for Rashawn Evans, 2 block kicks, Reggie Gilbert and Isaiah Mack. I imagine that block kick resulted in a touchdown then. He actually has a fumble recovery for a yard, so maybe that could have been the touchdown. A bunch of other players with a forced fumble as well. Only 3 of those were recovered though. We were 11th on offense. A lot of that has to do with how many yards Ryan Tannehill threw for. 21st on defense though. Maybe that's where the record comes from. Baker Mayfield wins MVP. That's rather typical. Ryan Tannehill at number 6. Maybe he rushed well, but he did not seem to deserve it. He didn't really play all that well, at least passing wise. He had a lot of yards, yeah, but 16 picks is not very good. Baker Mayfield wins Offensive Player of the Year. Ryan Tannehill, of course, at number 7. Is Marcus Mariota in this? I don't think so. He probably wasn't starting. Yeah, I think I traded him to the Raiders. I did that on purpose to make sure that he didn't start because he's actually very good in this game, and I wanted a first-round draft pick from a team who may not play well. Defensive Player of the Year, Raekwon McMillan is going to win that one. Anybody from the Titans? Actually kind of surprised there's no Jayon Brown in here. That's all right. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Josh Jacobs. A.J. Brown at 3. What did Marquise Brown do? Or Josh Jacobs. A.J. Brown went off. Man, that's crazy. This guy is at number 10. I'm not pronouncing that. I'm sorry. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Bobby Okereke. Love me some Bobby Okereke. Amani Hooker at number 4. Jeffrey Simmons at number 6. All right. We got a couple players in there, but let's go to the Super Bowl. The Packers and the Browns make it to Super Bowl 54. I'm going to go against the Browns. Let's go with the Packers for this one. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I have faith in Aaron Rodgers, and he's going to win that game, 38-24. Nicely done. Now, let's see if anybody went up in development. A.J. Brown should definitely be at least star by now. I don't think it's possible to go up 2, so saying at least star is kind of stupid. But he should be a star development player by now. And he is. I was going to say, if he was not star development, I was about to riot. He also has 4 experience points, which is quite nice. Defensively, Jayon Brown went up to star. That's what I was looking for. Anybody else? I don't think anybody else went up in development, unless I'm really missing someone. Amani Hooker, I thought maybe could have, but he has 4 experience points. I think I can kind of keep him at strong safety for another year to see what he can do. I'm okay with that. Also, Cameron Wake retired, so we need a new edge rusher. We definitely need to address offensive line, but we can do that. We also need a new quarterback. Okay, so I don't think this draft will be that difficult. I think we can land all the positions we need. There are still a few players we could bring back. Logan Ryan, I no longer want. I was going to say, if he went up to superstar, maybe I would have brought him back, but he's down to an 84, still has star. I don't really want him. I probably should have traded him, I guess, in retrospect, but I thought that this team could have played well with him, so I didn't really want to. Tajay Sharp isn't all that bad either, but we can easily replace him. Let's hop into free agency here. I'm not even really sure what I'm looking for. Joe Tooney would be nice. Joe Tooney's sometimes here. I think he's usually here. $30.6 million. I will definitely try to sign him if he is available. Of course, you're going to have the normal guys at the top. Kareem Hunt, Chris Jones, Austin Hooper, Antonio Brown is here, Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller is actually not a bad option either. I feel like I haven't targeted him in a little while. Joe Tooney is available. I want Joe Tooney. Yannick Ngakoue could come play outside linebacker, but I don't really want that to happen, to be honest. I went after Kendall Fuller and Joe Tooney. I didn't give Fuller much money, though, because his contract is usually pretty big. We got Joe Tooney. Did not hear back from Fuller yet, though. He probably won't accept. Yeah, so the Giants are giving him 83 points. I only gave him 61. Is there any other cornerback here who I could have? I'm looking to draft a cornerback anyway, so I'm okay with going after like Vernon Hargreaves. It's a really big drop-off, but I think Adoree Jackson was actually our slot corner last year anyway. So I'm cool with Adoree Jackson staying the slot corner. I'm going to go after Vernon Hargreaves, and hopefully I can draft a corner, because the corner I'm looking at actually looks really, really good. We ended up getting Vernon Hargreaves, so that's pretty cool. We have the 2nd pick in the draft, along with the 8th and I think 2 others. You have the 12th and the 23rd. I may have to trade up because I want this quarterback and I want this cornerback. Let's see though, who picks between me and me again? I don't really think any of those teams will go quarterback. Maybe the Redskins. So I think with this pick we can actually go corner here, because then maybe we can just trade up with the Redskins. Let's do that. So Jamal Bethel is by far the best looking corner in this class. There's so many first round talent corners, but they all look really bad aside from him. So Jamal Bethel, welcome to the team. He's a 77 overall hidden development. That's a great pick. Ranked number 3, took him number 2. Obviously a massive reach. He's not the fastest, but he has good acceleration, good man coverage, good agility. He's a great player. I think he can develop really well for us. Now, let me just look quickly to see if the Redskins will go quarterback. I don't think they should. Obviously, they have Dwayne Haskins on their team. He's not the highest overall, but they just took him in the first round. Yeah, their first need is quarterback. They're probably going to take a quarterback. I'm going to trade up with them. I don't see any of those other teams taking a quarterback. There's not really too much trade value on this team, so I had to give up a 2nd round draft pick next year along with Emmanuel Hall for this 7th overall pick. And now if this quarterback goes to one of these teams, I'm going to be really upset, because the Vikings have Kirk Cousins. He's probably still over an 80. Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo, Lamar Jackson. There's no chance a quarterback should go. Maybe the Vikings. Let me just see what Kirk Cousins' overall is. I think it's like an 83 right now. At least at the start of this season, it was an 83. They really should not go quarterback. Okay, he's an 81. If they take this guy, I'm going to be really upset. He survived to pick number 6, and the Ravens will definitely not take him. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. If they did, I'd trade for Lamar Jackson. Okay, now they want Rashad Patterson. But we should be able to take this quarterback now. We also have the next pick. I'll have to figure out who I want with that one. But Rich Tobias. I don't think he's going to be that good, honestly. I think he's going to be a mid to low 70, which isn't bad by any means. But I feel like his development trait may be there. It's between him and Bernard Hayes, who actually looks alright as well. But Rich Tobias looks a little bit better. Let's just go with him. He's a 75 with hidden. Okay, that's not bad. He's probably better than that other guy. Of course, I will check out the other player after the draft. This guy's actually pretty fast as well. Hey, he's not a bad quarterback at all. I feel like he can get some rushing stats as well, which is pretty cool. And now we have the 8th pick. And here, who do I want? I could use a wide receiver. Right, we no longer have Tajay Sharp. He won't really play much, though. That's the thing. Mark Bowie looks phenomenal. He looks so good. But I just don't need him right now. I don't want to start him over Jarrell Casey. He wouldn't play anywhere on our D-line. We just have so many good defensive linemen. I don't think it's a good idea to take one in the first round. A guard will probably be the selection right now. Also, look at this running back. My lord. A Steph Arm, A right tackle, A- trucking with a 7.8 combine grade. That's crazy. I think we should go offensive lineman here. Specifically, Eddie Rackley. Because, yeah, we just signed Joe Tooney. I understand. We have Zach Martin at the other guard. But the thing is, like, you can shift around offensive linemen really easily. At least interiorly. You can move them around super easily. So one of these guys can play center. I do need a center. And the best center in the class right now is Houston Bryant. And I don't really want him. There's also these right tackles who both look good. I feel like I usually go tackle. I'm going to go guard. Let's go with this guy. Eddie Rackley. Welcome to the team. 78 overall. I just wanted somebody without normal. Man, okay, that's fine. He's ranked number 2 in the class. I really can't be that upset about it. I just wish he had hidden development. That would have been so much better. I am so excited to take one player in this class. And you guys are going to see who it is. I may go with him now. I don't think I'm going to. But it's definitely a possibility. Let's just see who else is available first. Because this guy's not supposed to go until like the 3rd round, but I'm worried he will get drafted before I get to pick again. I think it's worth going with him now. I really do. This guy looks too good not to take. He's supposed to go early 3rd round. I could probably risk it, but I think this guy is going to be something special. Skip the combine. Those top 3 skills are phenomenal. Supposed to go early 1st round if you look at the bottom right of his card. We're taking him in the 1st round. Screw that wide receiver. He's a 77 with hidden. Okay, now, the important thing. He's ranked number 4 in the class, by the way. The important thing. What is his speed? 81 speed. Okay, 83 finesse moves, 83 acceleration. This guy can play outside linebacker. That was my thought with him. He may go down in overall a little bit if I move him up, but I think he can transition up there very easily. I think these top 3 guys are like the last 3 players I want in this entire class. But David Hoover, I will go with first. He looks okay. He's not going to be good. Wide receivers are very deceiving after the 1st round. He's probably going to be in like the 60s. He's a 69. Yeah, okay, well, he has hidden development. That's not that bad. That's good enough to start at the 3 for me, to be honest. Tajay Sharp didn't get that many targets to begin with. So I'm actually okay with that guy starting. I'm sure he can do just as well. Now, I think I had a defensive tackle on my board. If he's still available in the 3rd round, of course, I'll take him. If not, I'll go with that right tackle. The defensive tackle is gone. I will be selecting this guy, Steven Tomlinson. 74 with normal. That was a good draft pick. That guy was supposed to go, what, in like the 5th round or something? Yeah, he's really good. Alright, he's some good depth. This draft went super well. I'm very happy with all of our selections. I think most of them will be starters on this team. Who was ranked number 1 in the class, though? Because I actually don't think I got that player. It's probably that 78 down there, Bonds. There's 2 78s, actually. We did get one of them. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Wait, our guy has normal, though, doesn't he? That sucks. This guy probably doesn't have normal. Vince Bonds. Yeah, he has hidden. He is so much better. What is his development? If it's superstar, I'll yell. I'm not going to yell. My voice is still kind of gone. Yeah, okay, I'm not yelling, but he is superstar. Let's take a quick look at that other quarterback if I can find him. Also, here's that running back. He's a 76. That guy looked really good. Let's find this quarterback. So there's the dude we got. We got the best quarterback in the class then overall-wise, so that's good. Other guy was a 71. Still not bad, but he has normal. Yeah, okay, I'm much happier with the dude we have. I think this team is actually looking pretty good for the second season. We have an 84 overall team, 85 offense, 83 defense. On offense, now we have a new quarterback. We have a new wide receiver number 3, a new starting center, and a new left guard, all from last year. So we changed a lot on the offense. Delaney Walker is still kicking. I'm gonna keep it going. He's an 82. He's not too bad. I feel like I had a strange accent when I said the word 82 there. That was kind of weird. Defensively, we also changed a lot. We have a new starting cornerback, number 2, a new left outside linebacker. He actually didn't go down in overall at all. He's still a 77, so that was a phenomenal draft pick. But this is the team. I think it has a ton of potential. Hopefully this year, we can actually just play well the entire time. Also, I just want to point this out. I'm going to be signing Jalen Richard to be the backup running back. All right, what's the record at week 9? 3-3-1, so we're actually not playing too well. 6-1 for the Texans, 5-3 for the Jaguars, and then 3-4 for the Colts. Obviously, we still have a shot, but I really was hoping we'd be like 6-1 by now. Just not working out that way. I saw that Derrick Henry was frustrated. Maybe he's not playing well. I don't know, man. Our quarterback is superstar, though. Okay, that is awesome. So even if we have a poor season this year, I think we can be fine for the future. I really want Derrick Henry to succeed. This offensive line is great. He should be running well behind it. If he has a bad year, I may have to try to address running back in the offseason. I really don't want to, but Derrick Henry is like cursed in Madden, I swear. Maybe it's just not the right scheme, I don't know. Defensively, sadly, this baller only has star. This cornerback has star as well. We're waiting on anyone else. I think they're the wide receiver. Still not revealed, but he has 2 experience points. Maybe it's superstar, I doubt it, but at least the quarterback has superstar. That's pretty awesome. I will take that. We clearly got the best quarterback in the class then. Adoree Jackson is the top impending free agent. I think Corey Davis is also here. Delaney Walker is available. I'm not going to bring him back. Corey Davis is here. Jonathan Allen, Jayon Brown, Jonnu Smith. Okay, I want Jonnu Smith, I want Jayon Brown, I want Jonathan Allen. So I want most of these guys, aside from Delaney Walker. This team clutched up and made the playoffs. We went 10-5-1, 11-5 there for the Chargers. Came in second place behind the 14-2 Texans. They are very good right now. The Colts 8-8, Jaguars 7-9. They fell off a lot. I kind of want to see how that season transpired. Like, how did we do so well the second half of the year? So we won the final 5 games of the season. Those were huge wins. I'm sure if we dropped any of those, we probably would have been out of the playoffs, to be honest. That's pretty cool. The quarterback, okay. My lord. This has to be MVP. 4,853 yards, 39 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 75% completion percentage. This must be MVP. Even if he doesn't win MVP, I'm sure he still has like nearly 10 experience points. And he'll probably also go up to X Factor. Oh, this guy is going to be amazing. Derrick Henry was actually pretty good this year. I'm comfortable with him being the starting running back again. I'm also sure that's because defenses probably had to account for the pass first. So Derrick Henry probably didn't run against too many heavy boxes. He had 10 rushing touchdowns. He actually had a pretty good season. A.J. Brown was phenomenal. Almost 100 catches, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. Corey Davis, almost 100 catches, about 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Delaney Walker gets 7. That's a great final season to have as a Titan. David Hoover gets 3 touchdowns. He actually did all right. And Jalen Richard, our receiving halfback, gets 3 touchdowns as well. Sack numbers are very low. The offensive line is playing pretty well. I guess aside from Jack Conklin, but everybody under 10 is playing very well. 109 tackles there for Jayon Brown. 11 tackles for loss for Harold Landry. 7.5 sacks for Jarrell Casey. Where's the rookie? He got 3. 7 tackles for loss, 61 tackles. Okay, not a bad rookie season, I guess. We have, 5 players with 1 pick. Jayon Brown, Amani Hooker, Adoree Jackson, Kevin Byard, and Dane Cruikshank. I think is how you pronounce that. It's something like that, at least. I think he's a strong safety as well. No defensive touchdowns. 1 safety from Rashaan Evans. 3 blocked kicks, Isaiah Mack, Jeffrey Simmons, and Kirkland Essex. 2 forced fumbles from Rashaan Evans. 1 from Stephen Gilkey. I haven't said his last name yet. It's just that's a gross sounding last name. Gilkey. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. He also recovered 1 fumble. Okay. So we were second on offense. Who did better? I'm guessing some team maybe with more yards from the running back. 13th on defense though. Not bad in either department, of course. We do not win MVP. Josh Allen's first, Deshaun Watson second, and then there's Rich Tobias. Man, we got robbed. No, that's not true, but those guys probably just did play better. That's crazy, though. Our quarterback played super well. He's at number 3 for Offensive Player of the Year as well. Defensive Player of the Year is Raekwon McMillan. Nobody from our team. Offensive Rookie of the Year, of course, is the quarterback. David Hoover at number 4 as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Cedric Sands. Stephen Gilkey at number 2. Jamal Bethel at number 3. I don't think anybody else from the Titans. Alright, well, what are these experience points looking like right now? And also, what's that wide receiver's development? We have still not seen it. I highly doubt it's more than star, considering he's like a 69 overall. It's very rare that you get superstars. I've had a couple in the past, but it is very rare. It doesn't happen often at all. He does have star, so I was correct. Our quarterback has 6 experience points. He's also playing with some morale, I believe, because I don't think he's a 77. I didn't spend any experience points either. Yeah, so he has +2 morale on his overall right now. That's pretty awesome. Defensively, there's a lot going around. We have 4 for this outside linebacker, 4 for the cornerback as well. Not too shabby. All right, let's spend these experience points and see if we can take down the Chargers. Okay, the team shot up to an 86 overall, 88 offense, 84 defense. The Chargers are very good in this game, though. So I am pretty worried about this game. They're an 84 overall with 3 X Factors. We don't have any X Factors, but I do think the quarterback will go up to that after this season. Of course, we'll check it out. But let's advance to the divisional round. Can we take down the Chargers? The Titans are also pretty good in simulation, too, so we have that on our side. We do win that game, and we have to go up against the 14-2 Texans in the division. We are both 86 overalls. Deshaun Watson's up to X Factor. We still don't have an X Factor, of course, but here we go. Can we go to the conference championship? This is going to be a tough game. The Texans are super good as well. We do not win 50-47. Oh my lord. What a playoff game. That's what we need in the playoffs. That's a great game to watch, especially as a neutral viewer. That is such an interesting game. But I don't want to check the team out yet. Let me go to the Super Bowl first. Sadly enough, the Texans don't make it to the Super Bowl. It's the Ravens and the Giants. I'm actually kind of surprised the Giants are here. Let's advance into the first week of the offseason. I think the Ravens are going to win. Lamar Jackson's just going to run all over the Giants. 28-14, the Ravens do win. I've been really good at guessing the Super Bowls lately. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if our quarterback went up in development, though. I am fully expecting him to have X Factor. If not, he probably has like 3 or 4 more experience points. So, he should be able to be just as good next year, but he does have X Factor now. A.J. Brown also has Superstar, along with Corey Davis. Okay, a lot of things changed on offense. That's awesome. Defensively, show me some development traits. Our cornerback went up to Superstar, and I think that's it. I don't think anybody else changed. That's all right. I kind of wish maybe the outside linebacker would have went up, but he didn't really play all that well, to be fair. Let's hop into free agency. I'm not sure how much money we have. I'm not really looking for anybody in particular. I think this team is fully capable of going back to the playoffs again, and we have $26 million. We can make this team even better. Technically, I can use a strong safety. Amani Hooker hasn't been bad, but I would like to get some guy maybe closer to the 90s. This is a really poor-looking free agency class. Chidobe Awuzie could be alright, but I like the cornerbacks we have. I don't really think I need them right now. I don't really want any of these players. I'm really content with what the team looks like right now. And we will go to the draft. Okay, so the first pick already happened because it takes me forever to load into these drafts. I couldn't pause it in time. Wayne Spikes. Wayne Spikes went to the Bears. Who looks good in this class, though? That quarterback looks phenomenal. Clarence McIntosh? He's probably better than the quarterback. Okay, I was going to say he's probably better than the quarterback we have. He's certainly not. At the time we drafted the quarterback, this guy's definitely going to be a higher overall, I think. Let's see. This strong safety looks really good as well. Oh, my. A 4.45 speed strong safety as well. I think that's worth trading up for, to be honest. This wide receiver looks pretty good as well. Not the fastest. Usually when you see deep threat with a good combine, you think they're going to have great speed. This free safety looks really good too. Oh my. Brandon Wilkinson. I think that other guy, actually I don't know who's better, to be honest. They both look really good. This guy looks good as well. A lot of great safeties in this class, man. Jeez. So I know DeAndre Walker is a rookie in real life and probably liked by the Titans, but he's not going to be playing at all for me. He's a 71 overall. Might as well ship him off to get the 4th overall pick. Let me also note that I didn't really explain this. I couldn't trade up with the Bengals. I didn't even try the Dolphins. I just noticed the Falcons had a pretty early pick. Hopefully the safety doesn't go. Let's see. I really hope he doesn't. That would kind of blow. Clarence McIntosh was an 81. That's like the highest overall I've ever seen. Okay. Dolphins, please don't take this guy. I really want him. Now I know the safety's not going to be first in the class, unless he's also an 81, which would be insane, but there's no chance. All right, they went a 75 overall left tackle. Let's go with this strong safety. Let me try to guess. I'm going to say he's going to be a 77 overall. But he's 6'4" with a 4.45 speed. Okay, let's go with him. He's a 77. That's what I said, right? All right, I hope. I was kind of thinking 78 as well in my head. I think I said 77. This guy looks very good. I think he is going to develop super well for us. Hopefully he has superstar development or something. He's ranked number 3. I wonder who's number 2 then. Here we go, 63 overall. Boom. 68. Actually, a lot better than I thought. You fast or something? Yeah, 93 speed. That's not too bad. Okay, I will simulate now. Let's check out this quarterback. This guy looks insane. Clarence McIntosh. He just looks like a pure thrower, though. Doesn't look like he can run at all. But 96 throw power, 83 deep, 87 medium, 83 short. Oh my. Yeah, he can't move at all. But he can absolutely sling the rock. And if this guy has X Factor, he's actually probably better than the quarterback we have now, which is hilarious. Because I kind of said that earlier that he might be, but I don't even mean that. And it could be true in the first place. Okay, he's just a superstar. He's just a lowly superstar compared to our X Factor, right? But oh my god, that guy's insane. That guy's so good. Let's check out the rest of this class, though. He's obviously the number 1 ranked player, but who's number 2? The next best player is a 79, and it's that free safety. I guess I should have went with him. Brandon Wilkinson. He did look really good, though. He has 94 speed, 6 feet tall. He can definitely play strong safety. Yeah, I probably should have taken him. Let's see what his development trait is. That's a great pick for the Steelers. I wonder where... Wait, that's a weird pick for the Steelers. They probably still have Minka, right? He is star. Okay, well, if our guy is superstar, I think we got the better safety. But, yeah, they still have Minka Fitzpatrick. Minka could slide down the corner for them, to be honest. I doubt they'll make that move, but he's definitely good enough for it. Okay, I'm invested. I needed to check it out, and Minka is still on this team. Who's their strong safety? Terrell Edmonds isn't that bad right now. What about corners? The corners are even good. I think I would move Minka down to corner and then keep this guy at free safety. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. But anyway, let me fix my lineup and worry about my team from now on. The next random free agent running back is going to be Damian Williams. Welcome to the team. The team here for the third and possible final season is an 86 overall, 88 offense, 84 defense. Also, our quarterback is Omaha. What does that even do? I'm not exactly sure. Elite quarterbacks are molded by endless hours of film study. When they enter the zone, they have full vision of the secondary's defensive coverage before the snap. That's a thing? That seems so broken. So you can just tell exactly what defense they're calling? That seems a bit much. I mean, I guess, you know, it seems like it's modeled after Peyton Manning based on the name, and I feel like he pretty much had that knowledge. I'm sure a lot of quarterbacks seem to. Lofting Deadeye, long-range Deadeye, and clutch as well. This quarterback looks awesome right now. That ability looks so broken. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting that or something. I don't know. But he's also an 84. I said earlier that comment about the other quarterback being better. That was when he was still an 81. I forgot he had 3 experience points, so now he's up to an 84. But this is the team. This team is looking awesome right now. A.J. Brown will also be the number 1 receiver. And then defensively, it looks like this. A lot of color on this side of the ball. This team is just really cool looking, in my opinion. Lions, of course, will be starting at strong safety. I think he can do really well over there. We're also missing the banner whenever I go scroll by players, so it looks kind of funny. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but it does. But that's the team. I think we can make it back to the playoffs. Let's see how we do, though. All right, we got a first-round bye this season. We also won in Week 17. You know what that means? The undefeated dream is alive. And it's dead. 12-4. We did not go undefeated, but that's fine. 8-8 for the Texans, 6-10 for the Colts, 5-11 for the stupid Jaguars down there. I don't hate the Jaguars. I don't know why I said that. Our quarterback went absolutely off once again. 4,356 yards, 43 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. This guy is so good. It's insane. Derrick Henry was actually really good this year, too. 1,058 yards, 4.4 per carry, 7 rushing touchdowns. Damian Williams gets 7 rushing touchdowns. Not a bad free agent acquisition. Corey Davis even gets a rushing touchdown. Let's go. A.J. Brown is so broken, man. What is this? 80 catches, 1,155 yards, 18 touchdowns. 8 touchdowns for Jonnu Smith, 5 for Corey Davis and David Hoover. Damian Williams is trash. He only got 1. But Michael Roberts gets 5 on 21 catches. Okay. All right, whatever. Sacks allowed, 10 for Jack Conklin. I feel like he's like the only one playing relatively badly, but it's still not even that badly overall. 121 tackles for Jayon Brown with 3 picks, 4 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. Okay. It's a good season. 15 tackles for loss for Jarrell Casey, 10.5 sacks for him as well. 8.5 for Gilkey. He's finally doing something. 8 for Jonathan Allen as well. 4 picks for Kevin Byard, 3 for Jayon Brown and Mike Lyons. That's the rookie we just drafted. Okay, for some reason, his name just didn't connect with me. 2 for Adoree Jackson and Vernon Hargraves, 1 for Rashawn Evans and Amani Hooker. Hooker even got one as a backup. That's pretty cool. Defensive touchdowns, 2 for Kevin Byard. That's actually awesome on his like 4 picks, I imagine. I'm sure 2 of those went for touchdowns. 1 safety for Jarrell Casey. No blocked kicks. Any forced fumbles? Yeah, we have 4, 2 of which were recovered. I guess Kevin Byard could have scored on a fumble recovery as well. Whatever. 9th on offense. Defense seemed pretty good. I imagine it's top 10. And it's 20th. I'm very bad at guessing those, I guess. I'm pretty good at predicting who's going to win the Super Bowl, but not good at that. Look at the top 3 players for MVP. Maybe this isn't a popular opinion. I feel like it is. I just don't think a player on an 8-8 team should be in the MVP consideration. That's just me. I don't know. I feel like our guy should have won it. We went 12-4. Wins aren't everything when it comes into MVP and all that stuff, but Rich Tobias definitely seemed like the most valuable player on our team, at least. I don't know. That's just my thought about it. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson wins that as well. Rich Tobias at number 3. Defensive Player of the Year is Von Miller. Jayon Brown finally up here, though, at number 3. He's usually up here, so it's kind of surprising that it took him this long to get there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tyrone Hawkins. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mike Lyons. Our strong safety wins it. If he has a good development trade, that can be huge. Rich Tobias is the best quarterback, even though he didn't win MVP and Deshaun Watson did, I think. Mason Rudolph at number 7. I mean, oh, all right. Best running back is Nick Chubb. No Derrick Henry. Best wide receiver is A.J. Brown. Let's go. That's awesome. Best offensive lineman is Zach Martin. Joe Tooney at number 7. He was a good acquisition then. Best defensive lineman, Myles Garrett. Jarrell Casey at number 5. Let's go. Best linebacker is Von Miller. Jayon Brown at number 2, though. Best defensive back is Stephon Gilmore. Kevin Byard at number 3. Mike Lyons at number 7. Best kicker is Greg the Leg. Nobody on the Titans. I think we have a rookie kicker right now. It's not Ryan Suckup anymore. Let's see what the development of the safety is. I'm very interested in this. Also, how many experience points we have going around, of course, the stuff we normally look for. This quarterback has 5 more experience points. It really would not take much longer for him to go up to a 99. A.J. Brown has 4 more as well. He is so good. That's awesome. Defensively, this guy has star. Man, if it was superstar or something, he could have had like 8 experience points. Approximately, but he has 5. That's not too bad still. Let's spend these. I'll probably spend my coach experience, and we can check out who we have to play. I definitely think this team is good enough to win a Super Bowl. We're an 89 overall, 91 offense, 87 defense. We have to go up against what is likely the Tom Brady-less Patriots right now. They're only an 82 overall, so they're really not that high of an overall. They have a great record, though. I think their schemes are also pretty good in their playbooks and whatnot. Let's go to the AFC Conference Championship. Are we in it? We are, and we have to take on the best team in the game. I say this all the time. Honestly, regardless of their overall, they just seem so good. I think their schemes are also super, super broken. But let's go to the Super Bowl. Can we make it to the Super Bowl in this final season? We can, and we have to take on the Seahawks. Let's upgrade our players. I'm just going to auto-upgrade them. Get this team to its fullest potential, okay? To take on the Seahawks, who are also very good this year. I'm ready for it. Let's hop into the game. Maybe I'll play around a little bit with some of these players. That sounded suggestive. I don't know if I will, but let's just hop into the game. I probably will. Now that I brought it up, I might as well. Okay, this game's actually pretty close right now. We have 3 minutes left. I'm going to try to drive down the field and score a touchdown here. Let's see if we can do this. I have B open. I'm just going to check it down to him. It's Corey Davis. Got out of bounds. Let's preserve these timeouts. Okay, that's a good start here to the drive. That's probably not the first play of the drive, but the first play that I actually played. Let's see if we can get Jonnu Smith here, or maybe Hoover. Jonnu Smith, I think, is going to be open. Just catch this. Thank you very much. Taking us down to the 2-minute warning. I'm winning this game. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I think I'm also not worried about it because the outcome really doesn't matter that much. It's not like this is one of my franchises. But let's run the football with Derrick Henry. Haven't got to use him yet. Lower your shoulder. Let's go, Derrick. I'm not going to go into hurry up yet. I kind of want to try to waste more time. Just because if I score soon, I don't want to give them that much time to score. I want to run it with the quarterback. This quarterback's pretty quick. He's just going to run this in. Let's go. We scored the touchdown. With 33 seconds left, I think we can win this football game now. Now I'm just going to simulate the rest of the game. We should have this one, and we do. 22-21 because of that last drive. I still have faith that the team would have went down the field and scored just as easily, but let's go. We won the Super Bowl. You got to see some of this team in action. That's always cool to see. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's been a while since I've won a Super Bowl, to be honest, so it feels good. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.